Hi, my name is Josh Smith, and I'll be completing the critical thinking model critical thinking exercise. Um, so to begin, I'll just give some context about what critical thinking is. Critical thinking is a way of thinking. It's a thought process. Um, it's checking assumptions, admitting when you're wrong, and things like that. Critical thinking can help someone the the get the results they want or get the outcome they want. Um, the question I proposed is, how is climate change affecting people? And the way I approach this problem is by researching what climate change is. And I found that climate change differs from just a subtle change in weather. Climate change extends to rising oceans, increase in fires, more severe hurricanes. Um, it's a disruption in the climate. Um, so basically, to attack the problem or the question I proposed, I went on NASA.gov and I researched climate change, and I found some interesting facts about climate change. And I also found that the source I used was not only credible but simple to understand. The language was easy, and it was kind of surprising because for something that's such a complex issue and topic, especially in 2021, to have the information be presented to me in a simple, easy to understand way, I thought that was pretty cool. Um, so, what is climate change? As stated earlier, climate change is not just a change of weather, it's a process that happens over time and can have inflection points which lead to more severe weather. And what I have in my notes is that it leads to droughts, destruction, and fires because there was just a hurricane in the New Orleans area and it caused a lot of destruction, and a lot of people were hurt by it, not only physically but emotionally and mentally. And it kind of sucks because these people who live in the southern region, in the Gulf region, have become so acclimated to climate change, whether they believe it or not. Their weather has changed severely, and they get hurricanes in a more condensed period of time. Um, and the type of hurricanes are going up in terms of categories and causing more destruction and hurting more people. Uh, I think it's important when performing critical thinking, to see things from different perspectives and sides. Um, whether you believe in climate change or not, um, we're all affected by this. And if there's a solution to slowing down climate change, then I think we should all be on board with that. But that's just my opinion. I'm not perfect. Part of critical thinking is admitting when you're wrong. That's something Brookfield emphasizes throughout his book, is that when he's wrong, he admits when he's wrong. He lets his students know he's wrong. He's not as well versed in a specific subject matter. Um, I'm not perfect. For example, like I go to the park every morning and just sit with my car on and listen to music and like scroll on Instagram, and that's a lot of CO2 being emitted into the atmosphere. And so I'm not perfect. There's things I can definitely improve on. Uh, According to NASA, some easy solutions to helping or for fighting climate change is by saving water and energy. Um, um, so what causes Climate change, NASA lists two specific things that cause climate change. Um, Earth's distance from the sun could possibly change. We can get closer or further from the sun, which leads to different weather and a different climate. Secondly, humans can change the climate, and that's something I want to focus on because sorry, sorry. Um, Humans can change the climate. So, like, for example, I'll use myself as an example. I sit in my car every morning for about 30 to 45 minutes with my car on, just running. That's CO2 being emitted. Imagine other people who are like me who get off of work maybe or get off of school and just sit in their car for a little bit and rest and gather themselves. Um, like that's CO2 being emitted, and there's a lot of cars on the road, so there's a lot of people who probably do the same thing as me. You know what I mean? Um, Not carpooling. If you and your spouse work in the same city, how about thinking about carpooling? Um, and stuff like that. So, one of the things that can happen if climate change persists is that ice will continue to melt in the North and South Pole, and oceans will rise. Um, and as stated before, this will cause more severe weather and kind of disrupt what's going the equilibrium of Earth. Um, so what some of the methods I use for this exercise were checking my own assumptions. Um, I didn't know that Earth's proximity to the sun could change. However, I did know that humans could affect climate change. And honestly, I thought that the only way climate change could occur was from humans or from living organisms on Earth. That's the only way I thought climate change could occur. Um, but it's interesting to know that the Earth's distance from the sun could change. And when I heard that, I wondered like I basically wondered like is climate change inevitable or is it something that could be prevented? So yeah, I thought that was pretty interesting. Um, I checked my assumptions. I admitted I was wrong by stating that I sit in my car and it's all idle for a while. Um, I really enjoyed this exercise because I got to basically like plan out like a critical thinking exercise, and it was pretty cool. And this is something I would probably model in my classroom, my future classroom, because I'm a big critical thinking guy, and um, this book's really good, Professor. The Brookfield text is really good. Um, I enjoy reading it. I enjoy his insight. I enjoy his language he uses. Um, but yeah, that is about it. So, solutions to climate change. Something I would tell people is that you can use less energy and less water and be more conservative in terms of your consumption, and that will help prevent climate change. If you just do that, other people will see the type of vibe you're on and kind of like take that from you. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's basically it, Professor. I appreciate you. Thank you for an awesome term. I'm really enjoying your class. I'm gonna take some of these teachings and apply them to my future classroom and apply them to my own life. I stated earlier, the Brookfield text is really good, and I've talked to other students in the class. They also enjoyed the Brookfield text. So I just thank you, Professor. Take care, and cheers.